Welcome back, DIECAST race fans, to Bay City Speedway and the semifinals, the Elite Eight of the Arlo Invitational. My name is Darrell, and I'll be your host. That's right, folks, the Elite Eight. Our top 4 finishers today will advance to the 4-car 8-lap finals, where the top 2 drivers from that will face off in a best of 3 to determine the most worthy opponent to face the Enforcer. In a best 3 out of 5 matchup to once and for all prove, can you out Arlo? A quick thank you to our fantastic sponsor throughout the tournament, Spoolheads Racing. Head on over to spoolheads.com for all the product information. Tell them Darrell said what's up. Now let's meet our drivers for Group 1 of the semifinals of the Arlo Invitational at Bay City Speedway. First up on the pole position, driving for Blue Line Racing, this is Blue Low. Starting outside front row, from Team DRT3K, it's Eslo. Next up inside row 2, driving for Monster Motorsports, it's Rubberlow. And finally outside row 2, from EP Videos, this is EP Low. Basking in the breathtaking views atop beautiful Bay City Speedway, Blue Low will take his place on the pole next to Eslo, Rubberlow, and EP Low in the rear. Gate-Tross, we're racing. Back tight in the 165, Blue Low out front, Rubberlow and Eslo battling for second. Past the ladies, Eslo into second, EP Low into third. And Eslo takes the lead. Around 7, it'll be Eslo, Blue Low, EP Low, and Rubberlow. Eslo across with a 9.528. We'll see where that lands him on our top 10 lap times board. Let's take a look at last week's top 10 first. And now Eslo slides right into that 7th spot on our list. Our first look at the Spoolheads replay, and Blue Low jumps out early, but keep your eyes on Rubberlow, stuck on the outside, allowing both Eslo and Alo right by him. Eslo hits the zoom pad out of turn 5, and there wasn't a damn thing Blue Low could do about it. Eslo just setting the tone early in these semis. Back up top, lap 2, we'll rotate our drivers 1 spot clockwise, putting Eslo on the pole next to EP Low. Blue Low will move back 1 spot next to Rubberlow. Down the Golden State Bridge they go. Inside lane will lead us out. Single file across the overpass, past the painted ladies, along the cliffside and down to 7. Eslo will lead us green to checker with a new track record of 9:035. Hot damn. Blue Low across for second, followed by EP Low. Rubberlow grabs 4th. Wow. What a time turned in there by Eslo. That'll put him atop the leaderboard, and that, folks, is going to be a tough one to beat. Well, they all can't be exciting laps, race fans, but if speed excites you, this one's for you. Eslo start to finish perfect run, making a strong case for the T-Bird Stalker casting. Blue Low with a great 9.6, but still a full half second behind. Halfway point lap 3, EP Low gets his turn on the pole and welcomes Rubberlow to the front, both in need of points. Eslo and Blue Low in the rear. There's the green as they head down the bridge, door to door into 1. Inside late out front, EP Low leads him down toward the ladies. Blue Low on the inside, Rubberlow holds him off. Down toward 7, Eslo tries the inside, EP Low will hold him off to take lap 3. With a time of 9.464, Eslo right behind, Rubberlow across for 3rd, and no sign of Blue Low. Let's see where that 9.464 lands EP Low on our list here, and he'll slide right into that 6th spot, bumping one of Darrell's times right off that board. Looking at the Spoolheads replay, another lap here with not much action as far as passing. We had a few attempted passes, but credit to these drivers for holding their positions. Final lap 4, folks. Eslo has earned his way to the finals and will start in the back next to EP Low, who's still in this race along with Blue Low. He starts outside front row. Rubber Low needs a win and a few DNFs to move on. Gate drops their off. Pack tie going in, door to door out of one. Blue Low forces his way into the lead. Eslo in the third. They all rattle around as they head towards the party zone. Eslo on the inside around Rubber Low into second, but Blue Low will hold on to take lap 4. Eslo right behind, followed by Rubber Low, and EP Low will round us out. No quick times on that lap, but still a prime example of how well built these cars are. All 4 cars in contention right down to the final 2 turns and a sweet pass to boot. That's what it's all about, folks. Let's take a look at our final scores. And congratulations to Blue Low with Blue Line Racing with 10 points and Eslo with Team DRT3K with 14. Those are your drivers moving on to the finals. Special thanks to Rubber Low with Monster Motorsports and EP Low with EP Videos. Thank you for coming, but you've been out our load. See you at the next one. And we'll be right back after this word from our sponsor. Welcome back, folks. Let's meet our drivers for Group 2. First up and on the pole position, driving for the A team, this is Alo. Outside front row, driving for Bay City DIECAST Racing, it's Darrell. Inside back row, driving for G4 DIECAST Racing, this is G-Lo. And finally, starting outside back row, driving for Live Young DIECAST, it's Lowstar. As the sun sets into the hills of Bay City, Alo up front with Darrell, G-Lo and Lowstar in the rear. Place your bets, folks. Gate drops are off. Alo first in, first out of the 165, G-Lo in the second, and he's sideways. Darrell underneath and he's in the second. Alo with a huge lead. Darrell giving chase, but it won't be enough. Alo will take lap 1 rather easily with a time of 10.270. Darrell across for second, G-Lo for third, and Lowstar will round us out. Watch G-Lo here immediately cut in front of Darrell out of turn 1, only to have Darrell take the spot right back in front of the painted ladies. And it was the Alo show from there, with all 4 cars practicing social distancing across the line. Can never be too safe, folks. Back up top, lap 2. 1 turn clockwise will put Darrell on the pole next to Lowstar. Alo and G-Lo in the rear. There's the green. Lowstar edges out, but Darrell grabs the lead, and G-Lo all the way into second. What a move. Lowstar drops to third and gets tangled with Alo. To the cliffside, they both spin around. Darrell keeps the lead. G-Lo right on him in reverse. Darrell will hold on to take lap 2. G-Lo right behind him like their plates were attached. Alo and Lowstar limp across for third and fourth. First things first, let's check out this move by G-Lo. From the 4th position to 2nd place in one smart decision. The front 2 separate themselves in preparation for this little dog and pony show for the crowd. Darrell all the way around, keeping the lead somehow. G-Lo halfway around ends up on Darrell's rear like he was being towed. Halfway there, lap 3, Lowstar in a perfect spot to finally put a crooked number on the board. G-Lo stoked to be in the front. He's a peacock, folks. Point leaders Darrell and Alo in the rear. Flag drops, here we go. G-Lo immediately separates himself and he'll lead us around the 165. Lowstar into second, Alo into third. And I don't think G-Lo is messing around anymore, folks, as he is already around turn 7 and will take lap 3. Low Star a distant second will cross. Alo flips around and he'll finish third. So it looks like Darrell came to a stop just in front of the bridge entrance. G-Lo with a sweet time of 9.207, and we'll see where that time lands him on our leaderboard. And G-Lo slots into that 4th spot on our list, dropping Blue Low once again. Another green to checkered lap here for one of our drivers, this time G-Lo. For a second, I thought he was going to flirt with a fast time. Darrell and Alo get into each other a bit back there, but the eyes, not so much the camera apparently, were on G-Lo. Until these two get into it again, this time Darrell didn't make it out. Final lap 4. All 4 of these drivers still with an opportunity to advance to the finals. Low Star from the back row will need a miracle, but it's possible. G-Lo and Alo in the front. Here we go. One last time down the bridge, G-Lo will lead us out, and Alo works his way into second. Darrell now underneath Low Star for third. As the front two into the party zone. G-Lo around 7, Alo around 7. They'll grab the top 2 spots. Darrell will cross eventually for third, and no sign of Low Star as we see G-Lo's lap time of 9.250. And Low Star actually got caught up way back in turn 4. One more look at our fast time board. Looks like one of Eslo's times will drop off for G-Lo's 9.250 to slot in nicely in that 5th quickest time spot. With G-Lo finally on the pole, you can kind of see this coming as he puts the G in gone, making this a 3-car race for about 2 turns as these two knuckleheads get into it, causing poor Lone Star to stall out. Then it's not really a race at all after that. Just a matter of finishing and getting points because this one is gonna be close, folks. Scores have been tallied and moving on will be Alo with the A team with 11 points and G-Lo from G4 DIECAST Racing with 13 points. Congrats, boys. Thanks so much to Low Star from Live Young DIECAST. Always a formidable foe, sir.
And the Cinderella story of the hometown boy, tears in his eyes, I guess, as he lined up for that last race. The crowd was standing on its feet here at Bay City, the normally reserved Bay City crowd, going wild.
Thank you, Bill Murray. And there we have it, folks. The road to the finals is complete. And here are your finalists. Blue Low, S-Low, A-Low, and G-Low. That's a lot of lows, yo. Tune in next week for the 8-lap finals where the top 2 in points will then race off in a best 2 out of 3 to truly determine the fastest remaining driver to take on the Enforcer, in a best 3 out of 5 to determine who, if anyone, can out-Arlo Arlo. Thanks so much for joining us. This has been a presentation of Bay City DIECAST Racing. My name is Darrell and I've been your host. See you next time, everybody.
What an incredible Cinderella story. This unknown comes out of nowhere to lead the pack. At Augusta, he's on his final hole. He's about 455 yards away. He's going to hit about a 2-iron, I think. Well, he got all of that. The crowd is standing on its feet here at Augusta. The normally reserved Augusta crowd going wild. For this young Cinderella, who's come out of nowhere, he's got about 350 yards left. He's going to hit about a 5-iron, I expect, don't you think? He's got a beautiful backswing. Oh, he got all of that one. He's got to be pleased with that. The crowd is just on its feet here. He's a Cinderella boy. Tears in his eyes, I guess, as he lines up this last shot. He's got about 195 yards left, and looks like he's got about an 8-iron. This crowd has gone deadly silent. Cinderella story, out of nowhere. A former greenskeeper now about to become the Masters champion.